All right, as promised, he hosts Hooked on Golf along with John Abendroff on radio and TV. It's the best golf show in the country. A lot of people are imitating you. And Mitch, right off the bat, what'd you say about sitting at this table?
I've never sat at a table like this, Gary, without something to drink here.
Okay.
I mean, can we get something before this is over?
I think we can.
Okay.
John, send in some of that good stuff that we save for Jan Wall.
Right.
All right. Anyway, John Daly lost $50 or $60 million. He's reporting that in his new book. Is that possible?
You know what? He might have got close to that. 50 or 60 million. First of all, how long do you have to sit at a table to lose 50 or 60 million dollars? He does have demons: drinking problems, smoking, overweight. Okay, the overweight's all right. But you know, the gambling, so on and so forth.
Where are his friends, though? Seriously, a PGA Tour member, somebody with the PGA, some compassion. This guy needs help if he lost that much.
When he won at Crooked Stick, the PGA, his first major championship, Jack Nicklaus said, "I see a lot of me in you, and I'd like to work with you. Come on down to, I've got a guest house in Florida. I'd like to help you and, you know, work with you." And he said, "No, I'm going fishing with my buddies."
So he blew off Jack Nicklaus.
So there's one guy. And then when he was really having the drinking problem, if you remember that tournament, he had the shakes and whatnot. Raymond Floyd kind of took him under his wing and worked with him for a while. But, I mean, he's just got those demons, Gary.
And Tom and I were talking about this earlier. Tom said, well, he made a lot of money in endorsements. We looked it up. After what, he won the British Open?
Well, he won the PGA Championship and then the British Open.
And then the British. Following that, he had about $10 million in endorsements, but they soon went away.
Well, I think he probably had another 10 or 15 million endorsements before that.
Okay.
Because I know he was with Wilson at one point, they dropped him, and Callaway dropped him. I guess the better question is what company hasn't endorsed him?
All right, but not to play God here, but if I'm the PGA commissioner, I say, John, you cannot play golf on my tour. I don't care how popular you are. No, until you fix this. If you're losing 50 or 60 million, as you probably do know, but that's still, you got a good show. But the point is, how can they allow him to play with that type of problem?
I guess, Gary, the comeback would be, how could you not allow him to play? I mean, it's his problem. He's not breaking the law, is he? I mean, it's very poor judgment, I agree.
You heard the story when they played in San Francisco, that tournament with Tiger Woods. That for being the runner-up, he won about $750,000.
Exactly.
Remember, Tiger beat him in the playoff, and then he went immediately.
This little one right here.
Yeah, and the story in his book, he went to Vegas and lost that and another $750 in roughly 5 hours playing the slot machines. You know, the high-level slots.
$5,000 slot machines. How do you play? What do you put in there?
Yeah.
I don't understand that sort of stuff. But we saw him miss that putt. That putt was about $100,000 a foot.
All right.
Then he walked off the green, and some guy was there from Fremont. Handed him his putter. He said, "Didn't work for me. Hope it works for you." Patted him on the back. He's just so carefree.
As grim as this sounds, are we in 20 years going to find him lying face down somewhere?
God, I hope not. But I wouldn't be surprised.
All right.
Wouldn't be surprised.
On a happier note, and happier, I mean, the man passed today, but he was in a lot of pain, battled cancer for a long time. What did Earl Woods do right that so many other parents, we try and maybe we just don't hit that note?
God, I don't know. I hope I did some of it.
Yeah.
One of the things that I heard was that he and Tiger always had a sacred time to talk. Let's call it 5 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. They had a sacred time where they talked every day. Even if Tiger didn't want to talk about anything, they would just talk.
What kind of guy was Earl Woods?
Yeah, I met him one time. He seemed like a very decent man to me. You know, he was a Green Beret. He was decorated in the war. But I tell you what, he was pretty sharp because his son Tiger is also pretty sharp.
He never talked about the 3 kids, though, from a previous marriage. How did those kids, what field did they go into?
I have absolutely no idea. I really couldn't tell you. I will tell you this, that one of the things that Tiger started in golf is when a tournament's over, the hat comes off and he shakes your hand. And that was something that Earl taught him.
Wow.
The hat comes off.
Can Phil Mickelson make a run at Tiger? Back to a little more serious golf talk?
Ooh, Tiger is just that good. I mean, Nick Faldo said it best. The message that Tiger has sent the whole tour is you better spit out that donut. And Phil likes to have a good time. Phil seems to be on top of his game now, and he's working at it more than he did in the past. So, golf would really love to see that rivalry, Mickelson and Woods.
Quickly, why do the galleries love Mickelson and fellow players don't seem to as much?
Boy, these are great questions. I'm telling you, these are great questions. Because of his style, he had a little bit of Arnold Palmer in him, always going at the flagstick.
I'll tell you what they don't like, when they keep bringing out his family. right?
Oh, yeah.
After every time he wins, you show the daughters kissing him.
Well, didn't you see those people 5 hours before? I mean, it's not like you haven't been home for 2 weeks or something.
Right.
I mean, you just saw them.
Always great to have you on,
Hey, it's
Mitch.
always good to be here. Thanks for having us.
Hooked on Golf, Pam, Tom, Mike, the best radio, TV golf show in America.
I agree with you, and Mitch is a heck of a golfer, too. So is John, but it's good.
Thank you. Good night.